Joined by the head coach of the Bulldogs, Andy Bronkema, after a 91-81 win over Wayne State. Coach got some big contributions here, especially in that second half to get past Wayne State today.
Yeah, it was a great game. Wayne plays really hard, puts a lot of pressure on you with good initial action, and then guys that can really get downhill and finish, and with great athleticism. And plus, they throw in some pick and pop, and you have to defend that. So their guys were making a lot of plays. I know it's kind of a little chess match, play some zone in the first half and pressing and then sprinting back and big lineups, small lineups, and foul trouble. So there was a lot of thinking going on in the game, and I don't always think that's a good thing, especially if I'm doing the thinking. But the guys made plays. I thought Jackson Whitaker stepped up amazingly. He played so good. And I thought Donnie and E, with the foul trouble, kept their head in the game, and that's very important. But look, we believe it, and we tell people, everybody's got a chance to impact the game, and you don't know if it's going to be your night, for a loud night with points and things that people see, but there's a lot of things people don't see and that don't show up in the box score, and we're expecting guys to do that. Obviously,
you got some key defensive stops there in that second half when you really needed them to try to slow down Wayne State. Got some big stops and able to turn those stops into points at the other end of the floor.
That was the big thing, and then finishing it with a rebound. So we were able to do that and hold them to low percentages in the second half, but look, they put a lot of pressure on you, and they're well coached, and we fouled a little bit too much in the second half, and it was kind of a weird game in that way with some ticky-tacks and some stuff letting go. But you got to adjust quickly, and you got to learn the style of the officials and the flavor of the day, and you got to adjust to it. So I wouldn't say it was lopsided anyway. It's just you got to figure that out, and the quicker you can, the better that helps you. But and some of the reason we foul is just because the pressure they put on you. It's hard to guard, so we're out of position and we're banging into them. But typical GLIAC game, and it's nice to just this second semester get to two smash mouth games here this Thursday and Saturday, and we're going to have two more next week.
Obviously, next week, Grand Valley State and Davenport, but nice to kick off this four-game homestand with a couple big wins here at home as you resume GLIAC play this weekend.
Yeah, love this home crowd. Two good crowds, even without the students, two good crowds, and this thing with our women's team and our team and being enjoyable to watch, win or lose, enjoyable to watch, and then just a level of talent that comes in here to compete against us. I mean, it's enjoyable basketball, so if you like the sport or you just need a night out, I see this thing getting some big momentum and some big crowds coming.
I know, speaking of people being in the building today, Ben Davidson, former Bulldog in the building, some of those guys that were on the national championship team, Noah King, Peter Furlick, some others. What does it mean to have those guys come back and watch these current guys play?
Yeah, Tommy Press and Scotty Rowley and Greg Kruzniak, Cole Walker, the whole crew, and they got a little late onto the end of the game huddle, so they were supposed to give big speeches, but they were a little late. So we'll go meet up with them here after the game and tell some old stories, and I'll be the brunt of all those. So it'll be fun for me, and I'll probably be buying.
Well, Coach, I know next week right back to work. Two tough matchups, West Michigan rivals, Grand Valley and Davenport, and I know it's going to be right back to work here after you guys enjoy this one.
It's process-based, and the work is what we love. So it's one more week of no school, right? And then it really gets into just a solid rhythm, a life rhythm where there's discipline and there's daily routines. But we're going to enjoy this next week, just really spending the extra time that we have available to us, less distractions to fine-tune a few things, to just keep learning from these wins, because there's lots of things to clean up, and we're feeling good at the same time. It's such a long season, and there's so many good teams, so it's daunting, but at the same time, it's a lot of fun.
Well, Coach, congrats again, and we'll talk to you again next week.
All right, thanks, Robert.